Start off with 3 verticals. You just kind of go a thumb width apart. And maybe more like right here. So you can cheat and adjust. I don't really call it cheating. I guess you're adjusting. And then this angle on this line, remember if it's a horizontal, we're looking for 30 degrees in there. Maybe your math class can help you out with that, about 30 degrees in there. And whatever you make this, try to get that as close as 30 degrees as you can, and then you can just go parallel. And then where all these intersections are, that's where a new line starts. So there's an intersection there. That line has to be parallel with that line. Intersection here. This line is going to need to be parallel with these 2 lines. And then this one will be parallel with this. All right, so you get your structure in there. And I'm using a dark, soft leaded pencil. It helps to not push hard, draw lightly, and then come at the end, once you see it take shape. All right, so we're trying to do, we can call these thumb size. So thumb is about 1 inch, right? And then once you get rolling, work for speed. And then darken. When you darken it, it'll pop. And yeah, there's some shading techniques we can throw on here, but I'm not too concerned with that right now. I just want to see a bunch of quick. Just going to kind of mix it up a little bit. And I'm rotating my paper. I'm holding my pencil really far out, and I'm kind of letting my arm be free, right? Don't try to pin, don't try to don't try to be so rigid that you can't adjust it. Okay? Lightly. And I don't care if you bring those lines all the way vertical. Right, you really get a better look at how parallel those could be. Yeah, this one needs tweaked a little bit more. Then you can come back in with your parallel lines here. Parallel. Right? Now you might think you're getting lost in there, but if you darken this one up a little bit, that could be what they call the right side of your view. I'm catching that. It's kind of what graph paper, there's isometric graph paper that this will. Right? Vertical, vertical, vertical. 30, 30. Vertical, vertical. Parallel. We'll go parallel to this. And then from this point, it's got to be parallel with that. And then this one comes back over here, right? And then darken. I like to see, I want to see those construction lines. That lets me know that you're ready for the next shape when you can do those construction lines. And you can still adjust these. And sometimes a fatter line will help hide some stuff too. Okay? You're going to fill the whole page. Shouldn't take you too long. It's almost like tic-tac-toe there. And from every corner, parallel, 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 parallel. You can darken, right? Rapid graphic communication. Right? And what I'm setting you up for is if you can construct, let's say, an isometric box, well, now you can start making shapes. I can come over halfway, come down halfway here, you make that right side view. Well, now you can just, if you know the process, you can just bring that over, that over, that over, that over, that over. Now you got like a step, right? Parallel, parallel. So that right here, wherever I put this, I'm going to fix this a little bit. Wherever I put that, now that dictates where this goes, vertical, parallel to this, vertical, right? I now just made a step. All right, I know one of yours I think has 3 steps. So I'm not getting very vertical there. All right, you can chop that up into one step, chop that up into another step, chop that up into another step. So if you have this going on, and I'm a little off, this will actually, it's a muscle memory. Every year I start kind of from scratch and then have to rework it. Those are all parallel. Kind of like doing it like this sometimes because then I'll make it skinny. Bring this down, intersects, parallel, vertical. Technically vertical is parallel too. Parallel to that. And there I just made three steps, right? So look at the basic drawings that you have, or basic sketches and objects in those folders in the assignment. I guess it's a link into a Google folder, right? And this is the right side. This is technically the front side, and this would be the top side. So the top side would be seen and all that. The front would be seen here. Right, so the front, the right side, all you would see is that. If I were to draw this out orthographically, which you'll be doing later, you have a right side that looks like this. Right, and then you're going to have a front side, which is going to be same height, can't be any shorter or taller. Then if you just extend this out, right, and then the top side of this one, if I go top, 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 it's going to look just exactly like the front. Mind blown, right? So now we're looking at this distance here, because this distance here, this point here. So that's your front, that's your top, and that's your right side if you're going ortho. This is isometric. And normally you sketch in the isometric. Ortho is more for when we want to break it down and put dimensions on it. You put your dimensions on here. All right, if this was 3 inches, all right, maybe these are 1, 1, and 1. Right, and you can actually get that made. If you're going to have somebody make something, hey, it's going to be a board that's 36 inches long here. It's going to be 12 inches here. We'll make it a little isometric. And it's going to be 3/4 inches thick, right? Now go in the wood shop and go make that, all right? Now I'm gonna need a hole drawn in the middle, right? I'm gonna need some leg. Maybe I'll make a cornhole, right? Parallel. Extend this line out. Right? Put some dimensions on there. This is supposed to be 12 in the front, 4 inches in the or 12 in the back, 4 in the front is what a cornhole board is. So still, this is the fastest way of doing this.